afternoon. We're here with KCU head men's soccer coach, Jeremy Miller. And Coach, from last year to this year, you've had quite a bit of roster turnover with graduation and all of that. What are you looking at as far as adjustments and getting the guys ready to play for this 22 season?
Yeah, always have a little more turnover than you're wanting as a coach as you go through the recruiting process. Always hope, everybody stays through graduation. So lost a few guys just to retention who have moved on for different reasons, and then lost a few to graduation. Thankfully, I think we'll talk about in a minute too.
Yeah.
Kept a couple extra guys with that COVID year coming back to finish their careers here too. So as we go through, we only got a few new guys. There's lower numbers this year, so just trying to balance that out as we go into the preseason, getting the guys ready for match play, but not doing it too quick so we don't pick up too many injuries early on.
Yeah.
So team is definitely I've been here a decade now, so definitely our culture, which is a great thing as a coach, as you know. I don't have to worry about fighting any of that or building it. It's the culture's there, which is a great benefit for us. It's a great group of brothers, and the new guys have bought into what all the returners, have bought into over the last few years. So it's exciting to see the culture is really strong, and just looking forward to seeing how we move on into our first game next week.
Well, culture is the key. Once you get it, you just fight like crazy to keep it. But I'm glad to hear that, Coach. Well, what about some of your new players? You mentioned that there's a few that have come in. Tell us a little bit about the new guys.
So yeah, we got a couple of guys local from Kentucky. I'm excited. They're both freshmen who are just within the last few hours away from here. So Aaron from Greenup County, we've been watching him since he was an 8th grader. So excited to finally have him here on campus as a player. He's visited a lot over the years, and I know he felt like this was home, and we did too for a while. So excited to just see him here with the uniform. Jesse Heiser is from Berea, just down the road, and his dad's his high school coach, and once we found him, we knew he was going to be just a great kid on and off the field for us, and I think everybody at school already knows him, so just excited to watch him continue to grow and develop. And then Jaime is from Alabama. He is a transfer student, and it's always great, as a coach, to get in one of those new guys who's a transfer player. So a very smart, tactical player that's going to be helping us out no matter where we put him.
Well, those are the new guys that have come in, but as we're looking at the eligibility roster, it's very evident that you've got several guys that have hung around for a while. So what about your veterans?
Yeah, I talk about the two captains, just Isaiah and Jason. Isaiah is, just like I said, finishing up that extra year, and we're going to keep him around, thankfully, and the master's program with our Bible and Ministry internship. So excited for him to be in that last season. His just wisdom on and off the ball, and just being a captain and leading has been excellent. So him and Jason have done a great job through the spring, and just through this early part of the fall, just keeping us motivated and keeping us focused as we train.
Well, probably the last thing I'd like to touch on is your schedule. Of course, you're playing in the AAC, and so every night out it's a tough night. So tell us a little bit about your schedule, both non-conference and conference.
Yep. AAC is definitely a tough place to play. We're got our first conference win last year, and we're slowly going to continue to build that. The guys know this isn't a quick process. When we got here, we were in the Mid-East in CCA D2. It was pretty easy to grow quick, so we're just knowing it's a little slower, but we're learning how to compete better and better each year. So yeah, it's going to be a tough schedule top to bottom. Our non-conference games are all Mid-East teams. Those Boyce and Appalachian Bible and Grace Christian is going to be our home opener, and we love those teams, love those coaches and what they represent. They're great friends, and our guys are a lot of friends with a lot of those players too. So excited to see those teams. Some of them we're going to them, some of them are coming here, but to have those relationships over the last decade has been special.
All right, well, Coach, thank you very much for taking some time out for us, and we'll look forward to seeing the Knights out on the stadium and putting a good product on the field.
Sounds great. Thank you, Chris.